He's maybe 6'8", about 215, 220. He's not of the Charles Barkley mold by any means.
No, but he's not as spectacular at Barkley, but he's more fundamental and very consistent.
All right, we're just about set to go here at the Garden. Again, a happy Easter to everyone, and hope over your Easter dinner you can have us on in the background here and check out the Celtics as they try to tie that win streak of the Minneapolis Lakers. Celtics going for their 27th straight at home.
I think the key matchup is Bird guarding Albert King. Albert has had problems with Larry Bird, but Larry Bird will have to end up guarding Albert, something that he doesn't do a lot against other teams. Guard that quick forward, kind of allows him to roam around, but Albert will score on him.
Right into Parrish, who spins easily by Buck Williams. So the Celtics decide to get Chief involved early here in the offense. Tied at 2 apiece. Backdoor Birdsong. Nice save on the baseline. King will take it. Rebound Parrish looking and finding Ainge on the outlet. Nets are back quickly on defense. 4 of them. Bird for 3.
That's the ultimate trailer. 3-point play when the defense sinks into the paint.
Inside, Buck Williams couldn't get the handle, and Robert Parrish tipped it away.
A great position on McHale that time. They're going to use Jaminski to guard McHale.
2.
And Buck Williams is going to end up defending against Robert Parrish. So there's 2 matchups inside that the Celtics ought to be able to make some hay on.
Jaminski now trying to work on the Chief. Long hook shot. Bird clears. Parrish running the floor very well. And he gets 2.
Well, that bad back cleared up.
DJ just trailing Birdsong up the floor.
Birdsong has had those in and out years, mainly brought on because of injuries. Probably his healthiest season of any a season. I think he still missed a few games this year.
Kelvin Ramsey outside. McHale keeps it alive. Crowd wants Larry to go for 3 again. Takes it through, trying to dump it off. Picked off, but gotten back.
And the Nets, ever ready to run, forgot the ball.
They do look like they want to get out quickly, don't they? Boston 4 or 5 shooting here in the early going. Again, they were looking for a Birdsong going along the baseline. Otis throws it up on the run off the side of the backboard. It'll be Boston ball. Birdsong looking for the foul.
It sure was.
Here's Otis's reaction. Danny wide open.
Davey Wall wants a timeout as the Celtics fast break really clicking.
9:12 to play here in the first, and the Celtics are out quickly by 6.
We're going to see, getting lost in transition, the right side of your screen is Buck Williams' arm around McHale. Parrish is guarding Jaminski, but Buck Williams is guarding Parrish. As soon as he sees the rebound has gotten, off he goes up the court. Buck Williams way behind Robert Parrish. A guard has to pick up Parrish, and that's too little and too late to stop this type of thing. So they're losing their defenders in transition with some good hustle, up quick basketball by the big guys. Here we're going to see
Kelvin Ramsey.
Kelvin Ramsey making a move. A little pick and roll, and he can hit that outside shot now.
Ainge has got Ramsey on the defensive end. DJ's on Birdsong. Albert King from the perimeter.
Boy, Bird was right on his shooting hand and destroyed the rhythm of that shot.
Penetration short. Tried to keep it alive, and a foul is going to go on Bird as he slapped it away from Jaminski. First foul on the Celtics, and first foul of the Kings. 8:30 to play here, first quarter. Turnaround Williams.
Boy, Kevin was right on that shot, too. Buck doesn't lose his concentration.
Celtics go right at Jaminski in the form of McHale. Williams clears, and the Nets can get to within 2 here. Birdsong wants it. Rebound Parrish. Nice play by Danny Ainge to track down that pass. DJ will take it. Nail it. Tough shot. Dennis made it look easy. First hoop of the afternoon for DJ, and the Celtic lead is back to 6. Williams trying to throw the screen on Ainge. Couldn't get enough of him. They go inside to Buck, and Kevin McHale had him by the arm.
Boy, he really sealed Kevin off. And a nice pass down the lane by Jaminski. And there's McHale already beaten as he was anticipating the swing of the ball. Tried to get out in front, and Williams used it against him. Smart play that time by both Buck Williams and Mike Jaminski.
New Jersey as a team is shooting 85% from the free throw line over the past week or so. They have been renowned to be a poor free throw shooting team in the past.
Oh, this Birdsong in particular.
Yeah.
Never suspect that he would be a poor foul shooter, but I don't know. It's called Houston disease, I think. You know, everybody that came out of Houston would have trouble shooting foul shots.
Danny finds McHale top of the key, looking inside Parrish. Here's instead Robert the rebound.
Buck Williams turned him loose, went for the rebound, forgot about Robert. Robert timed it perfectly.
Picked off the floor by Parrish. He's going to wait for a little help. Gets it from Dennis. Looking for Bird. Larry for 3.
They really pushed that ball up there quickly, and people had to pick up people that they didn't want to defend against. Jaminski ended up with Bird. He certainly didn't want to have to go out there and play against Bird.
Bird has now made 71 3-point field goals on the season. The entire net team has 34. Obviously, they are not making as much use of that rule as Larry, huh? It's becoming more and more a part of the game, Tom, don't you think?
I think it's a great part of the game and has been missing for a long time because these defenses were designed to pack down in the paint for so long to stop the inside game that the only way to break it up is to hit the outside shot.
Ramsey, quick release, front rims it. Jaminski tracks it down. And loose ball foul is going to go on Buck Williams as he was pushing off underneath. First foul called on the Nets.
You know, a couple of years ago, Mike, in the playoffs, the Celtics and the Lakers, they were giving up 20-footers. Nobody was within 5 feet of the guy if he had the ball out around 20 feet. That's how packed in the defense has got to be. And what a great pass and move by Larry Bird, and here's a steal by Ainge.
Off to DJ on the cut. Tough shot. Won't go down. Parrish trying to keep it alive, but Buck Williams rustled it away.
That's a man-sized job for Buck Williams to get in there and bang. He's only 6'8", giving up several inches to Robert Parrish.
Nets are going to go to their bench here in a second. Birdsong wants it, then kisses it off the glass. 4 points for Birdsong, 9-point Celtic lead.
To try and force Birdsong to the left, he's still got that great leaping ability that he can get the shot off.
Easily over Williams, and Chief has got himself 8 first quarter points.
Lost him once, twice on transition.
Welcome back to the Garden, everybody. Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn. There you see the Celtic front court, as usual, dominating their counterparts from New Jersey. Robert Parrish is a perfect 4 for 4 on the day, shooting 71% overall against the Nets this year. Robert Parrish is.
I think they may reevaluate that matchup situation. Jaminski guarding McHale and Buck Williams guarding Parrish. It's not working.
Bird gets a hand on it twice. Jaminski will take the open shot and hit it.
Sam, Mickey Johnson is one heck of a basketball player. They put him in there now for Albert King, and he's going to guard Bird, but 6'10", he can do a job.
Bird putting a hip into him, spins away, and the foul is going to go on Mickey Johnson. Good battle between the two, and they tap each other. Bird will be at the line. Second foul on the net.
Well, he did as good a job. He's trying to cut off the inside. That allows Bird to swing, but Mickey Johnson, with that size, is still able to get a piece of the ball, but he also got Bird's body. So he knows how to play low post defense. He's as good a defender as you're going to find at that size out on the open court.
That graphic scared me a little bit there, Tom. All right, we got through that. 39 straight free throws now for Larry Bird.
I tell you, the Celtics have exploited every weakness in the early part of this first quarter that the Nets offer.
Williams turns on McHale this time. DJ tracks it down. Second rebound for Dennis, and pushes it up. Sees Parrish. Goes instead to Danny Ainge for a three-pointer. Tapped by McHale, won't go down, and Jaminski gets it out quickly to Birdsong. Now Cook on the break. That shot will bring rain.
Wow.
Bird is free. Off to McHale. Foul, Darwin Cook.
Two fast breaks. One didn't draw iron. The other one picks up a foul. But look how quickly Ainge spots the open man, Bird, who was kind of going off the court, had to lay it back to McHale, but with not outstanding speed, he was still having to be guarded by a little guard.
Kevin misses the first. 4:21 to play here in the first quarter. And Boston's lead is a dozen.
So that transition defense of the Nets not working at all. Jaminski, I think, should be staying with the man that's guarding him. And Buck Williams stay with the man that's defending him. Make it easier for them to pick up their men up the other end of the court.
Ainge, nice play as Danny stepped right in. Off to Parrish.
What a nice play by Danny Ainge. Made the entire three men of the Nets respect his potential move to the hoop. Pulled up, looked at the hoop, found Parrish.
Parrish yet to miss in this game, and Jaminski loses it on the end line. Albert King is going to come back in for the Nets. Fifth turnover on New Jersey. Boston's biggest lead. 14 stays that way.
They're just showing off right now.
Yeah, they are. Jaminski got it.
Well, he has got that wide body that once he plants it, you can't get around him.
List him at 260, and he's every bit of that. There's Bird, gets free underneath and goes with the left hand.
Well, 11 years of experience was beaten that time. Mickey Johnson got his head turned.
Underneath, nice play, and Birdsong just really throws up a rock. DJ's the trailer. Wow, he's right.
That is nice, a fast break. And Darwin Cook was right at DJ, and DJ didn't blink an eye.
Just no contest so far. Mickey Johnson outside won't get out.
Whatever game plan the Nets had, it's evaporated.
Bird for three. Back rims it. Parrish the rebound.
I'll give him another one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to toss it out to him for a second. There's Bird, back door. Misses outside, goes inside.
Davey Wall wants a 20-second timeout.
He should.
This is a carve-up job right now. And you look at Dennis Johnson, one-hand pass, and Mickey Johnson never even knew the ball was coming. They've been running this thing now for about 4 or 5 months, and they're catching their Bird's defender just totally out of the play. Here's the pass before that to Bird as Mickey Johnson was playing the pick, anticipating Bird coming out for the jump shot. Instead, Bird went the other way and left Mickey in the dust. I mean, you got your hands full with the way the Celtics look for Larry Bird.
Boston on an 11-2 run right now, and Bill Walton's going to come into the game. Kevin McHale sits down. Kevin had 5 points.
This is a disaster here on Easter Day for the Nets so far.
Buck Williams hits outside. 6 points for Williams. He's trying to double up a little bit on the ball.
Well, the Nets may have a little bit more success defensively as Buck Williams is going to guard Walt, and Walt is going to guard Buck Williams.
How did Bird get that to Bill? I'm not sure how he did that.
Inventiveness, creativity.
Kaminsky inside, won't go down. Tapped away, picked up by Mickey Johnson, and Kaminsky will get the easy 2. Hoops are few and far between for this club right now. They're down 16 with a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter.
They've missed some very easy shots, the Nets, and their offensive patterns have broken down.
DJ.
Well, a beautiful cut by Danny Ainge made the defense respect that cut. It opened up Dennis Johnson at the foul line. Smart pass by Robert Parrish.
Dennis hasn't missed a shot yet. And Buck Williams, and the foul is going to go on Robert Parrish with the body. That'll be the third foul on the Celtics. Now the 4th.
You know, they are sitting up the other end of the court on the Nets bench, the coaching staff, in a very, very resigned fashion.
Buck Williams gets 2. Nice speed from Mickey Johnson.
Sure was. I liked him as a player coming out of college. Great fast break player. A lot of people think that his head is a little fouled up.
He's been around.
But he has been around the horn and then some.
Bird through for 2.
Well, Bird is doing a tune on Mickey Johnson's head right now. One time he cut him off at the pass, Mickey Johnson. Bird spun the other way.
In traffic, Buck Williams, and it goes down. Bird went down hard. See Larry under the basket getting up slowly. Buck Williams, the first net in double figures.
Mickey Johnson doing a heck of a job of creating something. Feels he can put it on the floor against Bird and get into the teeth of the defense. He's doing exactly that, creating good opportunities for Buck Williams.
Celtics are going to take the shot clock down a bit here as we're in the final 15 seconds of the first quarter. DJ all alone. That one doesn't go down, and the rebound goes to Mickey Johnson. The Nets, whether they know it or not, have 5 seconds to get a shot off. Cook does, and hits it. Ainge, quick release. We have played a quarter here at the Garden, and the Celtics are in command. 38 for Boston, 24 for the Nets. Welcome back to the Garden, everybody. There are the first quarter numbers. Boston shooting 61%, winning the battle of the boards. Perfect. No turnovers for the Celtics in that first quarter. And they are very much in charge here. 38-24. Third time in the last 5 quarters against the Nets they have scored 38 or more points.
That's defense, huh?
I guess.
Well, the first thing I think that Davey Wall was trying to do with this ball club was create offense, fast break offense, change this rhythm.
Oh, nice. Really nice.
Well, Jeff Turner, welcome to Bill Walton. Look at Bird, that little smile on his face. Loves to be a receiver of a good pass as well as make a good pass himself.
Walton, Bird, McHale, Ainge, and DJ out there for Boston. Cook, King, Turner, Williams, and Mickey Johnson. Albert King with the rebound there, loose. King again. Taps won't go down. Williams over the top. Walton the block. And Earl Strong says it was goaltending.
It sure looked like a good block to me. The Nets get a little stingy around that basket now, banging hard for offensive rebounds.
Walton again to work on the rookie Turner.
Mickey Johnson, I'll tell you, he's as good as you're going to get defensively at that spot, and he's just having all kinds of problems against Bird.
Walton clears away the miss and is stripped by Darwin Cook. Heads up play by Cook.
Walton was flexing his muscles out there, and Cook stole his girlfriend.
And an illegal defense is called against the Celtics. Danny Ainge, I think, he's got the biggest smile on his face. Albert King blocked by McHale.
You know, they take so long getting into that patterns and that's that the weak side of the Celtics defense can read it and know the first option. And the Nets aren't running their own offense as well as the Celtics are reading it.
Darwin Cook, the quick shot. They had the book, right?
Yep. No, I mean,
they saw the movie.
Anticipating everything. It's just the Nets aren't alert to what the Celtics are doing defensively.
McHale trying to keep it alive, and we've got a foul that's going to go on New Jersey first here of the second quarter.
You know, that last block by McHale, when you saw him drifting, you fake it to Albert King, and you give it to McHale's man. It's an easy 2 points.
Jerry Seasting in, and Danny Ainge sits down on the Boston bench for the first time this afternoon.
Celtics just gambling on stopping the first option of every play of the Nets.
McHale looks and finds Walton. The finger roll won't go down, but McHale's tap does.
Finger tap by Kevin McHale.
Mickey Johnson to the hole. No. Strong rebound underneath. Blocked by McHale. Wow. Loose ball. Seasting up to DJ. Runner. Tap doesn't go from Bird. Loose ball. Who's got it? Good hustle by Seasting and Dennis to get it back. No harm, no foul. And Seasting can't handle it on the end line. Officials are letting him bump a little bit out there.
There's a little bumping going on, and maybe shave off his mustache after this game. Anything.
Well, this is a playoff club. Looks like they will draw Milwaukee or Philadelphia in the first round. King can't hit. It is a playoff game. I don't make the rules. DJ. Still perfect.
Harry Bird just picked off 2 men to allow DJ to get that shot off.
Biggest Celtic lead, 20, with 9 minutes to play in the first half. Cook, Seasting the board. Alley-oop doesn't go, almost went in, but there's McHale, the trailer, and the foul will go on Turner.
Wow, that's having things go your way.
I guess.
That is really having things go your way. The long pass blocked, and it ends up in the hands of McHale.
His first personal foul, second.
Yeah, you watch. And there's a nice finger in there to stop it, but the ball bounds all the way out to McHale at the head of the key, who then promptly takes it in and gets fouled.
2 shots.
Scotty Wedman's coming up off the Boston bench. The Celtics have run off 7 straight points here to extend their lead to 21. And Larry Bird with 17 will sit down. That's the best thing that's happened to the Nets today.
They have just been outstanding here in this first half, the Celtics. Excellent picking apart of the Nets defense and anticipating on the Nets offense.
Jaminski, the hook doesn't go.
Celtics are leaving no room for error by the Nets.
It's the second turnover there on Boston. New Jersey is 2 for 14 shooting here in the second quarter.
The inside game has been gobbled up. They've either missed or had them blocked.
Jaminski off the Wedman miss. No place for Cook to go. Throws it away across court. DJ tracks it down to Seasting to Wedman. The layup. Boston bench is not going to let Scott forget that one.
That is not what is known as a bunny that Wedman missed. And it wasn't the Easter bunny.
Seaston looking for help. Out of bounds, Boston ball. Good play by Jerry not to touch it again. Here comes Albert King back in, and Mickey Johnson will go out for the net.
I think layups are easy, huh? I can remember one game I missed 5 layups in a row. Nobody around me. Embarrassing.
Jaminski to the hole, and he's found a way in. He'll have 2 at the line. Second foul on the Celtics here in the second quarter, and the first on DJ.
They'll get it up quickly, as we mentioned in the pregame show. And here's Jaminski going strong, and DJ making sure that he doesn't get the 2. Puts Jaminski at the line.
Jaminski recently set a net record with 44 consecutive free throws. He's made 64 of his last 65 at the line.
But here's a player with character and a guy that you'd want to have on your club. I think ultimately this team will develop, maybe next year, with or without Darryl Dawkins. If they get a decent player in the draft, I think they're going to be all right.
Walton's turnaround won't go down. Carlisle through for the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds and will be Boston ball. 16-point Celtic lead, 7 minutes to play first half. Boston led by 14 at the end of 1. And had it as high as 21 here in the second quarter. Hale deep. Birdsong to King. The runner goes.
All right.
Nice basket by Albert King, and Casey Jones is going to take a little time out here. The Nets get it back down to where it was after 1. 6:43 to go in the half. Boston by 14. 8 straight for the Nets. Join Tom and me for our next exclusive telecast here on Sports Channel. That'll be coming up next Wednesday night, April 2nd, as the Celtics tip off against the Detroit Pistons. Isaiah Thomas and company. Follow all the live action from the Garden, beginning with our Celtic pregame show at 7:15, exclusively here on Sports Channel. Robert Parrish is back in, along with Larry Bird. Carlisle and Seaston the guards. Walton up front with Bird and Parrish. Bill on his way through had it stripped. Seaston dump it off and got flattened. And Cook gets the Nets back to within 12. And it's close as they've been in a while.
It's showing me a little spunkiness here, these Nets. They're hanging right in there. They took the best shots that the Celtics could throw at them in that first quarter, and they're still coming hard.
Celtics turning the ball over with more regularity here in the second. King hits outside.
That's the fast break of the Nets in action. 3-4 guys up fast, find the open man. They all can stick it from about 18 feet.
12 straight by the Nets, and Bird buries the three-pointer. It calms the party down a bit. Birdsong around his screen, he nails it.
They're starting to feel it right now, these Nets, and the Celtics better play a little defense, particularly against the fast break. They ruled the boards in that first quarter. They've given up some rebounds and steals.
Excellent steal there by Cook. Birdsong again the pull-up, not this time. Turner, nice follow. Walton got him on the arm, and the rookie out of Vanderbilt will go to the line.
And only 2 Celtic defenders up there to do anything about it. Here's Cook, comes right in, takes it away from Walton, and off they go. But Jeff Turner, the trailer, comes up with a nice rebound and then forces the foul on Bill Walton.
Turner has put on some weight since he came in. I think I just called him a rookie. This is his second year.
No, he might not be a bad backup center. He's not 6'10", but he is a fine shooter. And last year they had him out at the forward spot. I remember in one game we did trying to guard Larry Bird, and that was an injustice to Jeff Turner. He just did not have the mobility even to get close.
Bird uses the screen, finds Parrish.
I tell you, he read Jaminski moving over to pick up McHale. That's how alert he was. He was one step ahead of the Nets defense.
Cook will try. Goodness.
And this is a miss.
Okay. Dale is stripped on the way up. No call. Jaminski left open. Parrish made him change the shot, and McHale's got the rebound.
Look at how many wide open shots they're getting now in this quarter, the Nets. Celtics not really hustling back on defense in this second quarter.
Cook is covering Bird, too. And an illegal defense is called against the Nets, so they're one apiece now in the ball game.
Jeff Turner, who went over that imaginary line that runs up the middle of the foul lane. Once you do that, you got to double team the man with the ball.
Bird, 3 more. 23 now for Larry in the first half.
In your Easter bonnet. We got 3 points upon it.
Cook pushing off on Ainge.
What a shot by Albert King. I mean, that was a knuckleball. You were just afraid that Bird was going to get out of shooting hand. Bird wasn't even near it.
McHale in a lot of traffic, can't hit.
4 on 3.
Celtic bench looking for a travel call on Cook. They didn't get it. Rebound to Bird. Luke it to Parrish. Too long. Birdsong and King 2 on 2. Jaminski the trailer. Nice move.
And 2 of the Celtics never got past half court. Now this is a direct relationship to that first quarter of great play. They feel they've got the Nets on the ropes. Instead, the Nets are rallying and coming back. Got to play 4 quarters of basketball.
Bird wants it, and he is fouled on the way up. The crowd give Earl Strom a hand for calling one. And Nets are going to take a timeout. 2:42 to go here in the half. Boston by 13.
Going to see Larry Bird read the defense on this particular play. A little pick and roll. The normal play would have been for Bird to give the ball to McHale, but he spots Jaminski moving over to pick up McHale. Instead gets it to Jaminski's man, Robert Parrish, who was wide open. I mean, that's heads up looking at the defense. And here comes the Nets with what they do best, that fast break. And they've got some good players to run the trailer spot, Jaminski being one of them, of course, Buck Williams the other.
He continues perfect at the line. He's got 25 points now in the afternoon with 2 minutes and 39 seconds to go here in the half. Mickey Johnson, Parrish owns the boards, up quickly to Bird at half court. 8 rebounds for the Chief already in the game. DJ back to Larry. Kept it alive, but New Jersey comes up with the ball. Mickey Johnson just stopped the contact and got it.
I'll tell you, he took it as strong as you're supposed to take it against a big man. Cut down his reaction time so Parrish would never be able to really get up and block it. Forced the contact. There's Parrish trying to go straight up, but banged into him. I like this guy. You know, he's kind of a wild-eyed guy.
Well, I was talking to some of the net people there, and they told me that about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Mickey and Dave Roll had to go behind closed doors for a little while to straighten out a few things.
Yeah, well, Mickey is that type of guy, you know, and that's been his problem, is getting along with the coaches. And but he's been around for 11 years.
That's
so
right. Well traveled. DJ front rims it. Loose ball out of bounds. It'll be New Jersey's. Birdsong wide open.
A good pick that time by Jeff Turner. You know, this isn't a bad lineup they have right in there right now. Jeff Turner playing power forward. He still hasn't developed a real inside game yet.
Bird comes around a screen and found Parrish, and the foul is going to go on Otis Birdsong on the way by.
Larry Bird just read the defense. He doesn't look at his teammates as much as he looks at the opposite jersey color to see how many are around him and to find out where the weakness is. You know, it's all a blur out there when you're playing the game. And instinctively, you've got to read the defense. Like Bob Cousy was a great reader of the defense. Never really expected his players to do the right thing when a man left his teammate. You know, that guy was expected to get to the open spot. Cousy get you the ball. Bird does the same thing.
There's a near steal by Bird on the baseline. I've heard it said, Tom, you tell me if it's true or not. I've heard Cousy used to throw the ball to where you were supposed to be as opposed to where you were. Is that true?
Pretty much. But everybody was on the same wavelength with him. Bird is really great at reading the defense, too.
Mickey Johnson will try and hit. Final minute here of the first half. Boston's lead a dozen. They led by 14 at the break, got it to 22, and then the Nets made a run. But the Nets have yet to get this back in single figures. Bird wants it. Little flip shot doesn't go down. Larry does. Turner.
4-on-2, and two of the Celtics big guys never got back. Keep that pressure at you, and that may have an effect in the second half. Celtics will have to get back. I'm sure Casey Jones will be talking about that at halftime.
Whatever, the Nets have made a game of this when it didn't look like it was going to be a game. It's 10 right now, the Boston lead.
Boston in the second quarter here has virtually given them a lot of easy opportunities.
8 second quarter turnovers, Tom, for the Celtics after 0 in the first quarter. DJ hits again, and Dennis is in double figures at 10.
They're shooting the lights out with their type of shots, but their defense right now for the Celtics is practically non-existent.
Nets taking it down for the final shot, and Dennis Johnson with 4 seconds is called on a reach-in.
Well, there's an old adage, you know, at this time of the season, I'm sure Casey Jones addressed that point before the game. Let's get out there and establish what we do early.
Oh, a couple of people were open. The layup is missed, but Turner's there with the follow. Well, there were a lot of blue jerseys open there on that middle line. Dennis trying to match his feet of the other night. It didn't go. It's a 10-point game at the half. So the Nets keep it interesting anyway. 62-52, Boston. Welcome back to the Boston Garden, everybody. Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn. A chance to remind you this copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Boston Celtics and is intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Celtics and Sports Channel is prohibited. Announcers on this broadcast are selected by Sports Channel and approved by the Celtics. Ainge, McHale, Bird, DJ, and Parrish are out there to begin the second half for Boston. Jaminski, Ramsey, who didn't play much after starting that first half. Birdsong, King, and Williams out there for the Bucks.
Let's see how
make them the Nets. They're not the Bucks. They're the Nets.
Let's see how they match up defensively. You're going to match up Buck Williams guarding McHale. That should make it easier for them to get at the Celtics up the other end. Jaminski's going to guard Parrish.
Larry, little up fake, got King in the air. Danny will try. Jaminski the rebound, and the Nets can get this thing down to 8.
Boy, they played good defense that time on the pick and roll play. Casey Jones saying, hey, you guys, get that work ethic back there. A little tough defense.
Ramsey loops it inside. Williams the fall away, too hard off the glass. Here comes DJ.
McHale made him change the arc of that shot.
Celtics want to go inside to McHale right now. Kevin knocks home the fall away. Boston joins the double-figure club now with 11. Boston's lead a dozen.
Looks like the Celtics are going to work Buck Williams down that low post.
Buck gets some himself, and the foul's going to either go on Bird, and I think it's Larry.
Celtics, foul was number 33, Larry Bird is
Look at how far in the paint he is. Bird has to come down and help out. Picks up the foul.
Buck will be at the line for 2.
Well, Larry Bird listened to the lecture at halftime.
But he always does.
You know, a fast break team counts on the opposing big men to break down a lot of stages of a game, not to quite hustle back on defense. In the tail end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarters, Celtics stopped running back on defense, their big people, in the middle of the second quarter.
Bird looking to go back door. McHale was trying to find him. Outside 2.
The old accordion offense. When the defense is in, hit from outside. When the defense is out, get it inside and score.
Bird's on. McHale gets a piece of it. Fight. Williams coming away with it. Good hustle by Williams to get that ball on a massive Celtics. Jaminski, little jumper. He's got himself a dozen. Again, the Celtics stay with a double-figure lead, but right on the edge of it. DJ. And a whistle away from the ball, I believe. Let's see who the foul is going to go on.
I'll tell you, this is pretty interesting what the Celtics did that time. On a double team, they picked off the rotating man that was going to go at Johnson. Danny Ainge did that. DJ had a wide open shot.
Danny's open again. 4 points for Ainge now in the game.
Why did the Nets go double Dennis Johnson that time?
I don't know.
Didn't make any sense.
Hit, Kevin!
Williams. Tail right on the ball that time. Williams wanted the foul. DJ's the open man in the corner. Bird. Watched Birdsong go by, loops it into Parrish, and Buck Williams is going to be called with the pushing foul. Larry made that foul happen.
You know, all you have to do to get a pass through is read the defense, and if the guy is leaning just off balance a little bit, the speed of the ball will get by him. That's what Bird did exactly that time, put it in a perfect place because he saw Jaminski leaning the wrong way.
McHale got Williams in the air and hits the jump hook.
Buck is renowned for going for fakes.
Mickey Johnson into the ball game now along with Darwin Cook. And Johnson will fire.
John says, so what?
No big deal. Larry for 3. DJ, nice offensive rebound. Then he had a thought of a three-pointer. Took his time and nailed it.
Well, they're just demoralizing the defense of the Nets now.
Getting a lot of open shots, aren't they?
Well, they're reading it so well. I mean, that time McHale saw the man rotating to the first pass, first option, got it to the second man.
Birdsong after Dennis Johnson went whizzing by. Nice move in the baseline, and he's going to pick up a foul. Good move by Danny, and the Chiefs saw him coming.
They might have called Kansas for being outside to take this pass. You're not allowed to come from out of bounds. Well, I guess he didn't look for an instant that he did, but there it is, trapping it on the boards. That should have been goaltending, too.
Jaminski was given the foul, his first, the third on the Nets here in the third quarter. Bill Walton in. Robert Parrish will sit down. Parrish has got 14 points on the afternoon.
Well, he got it up and going quickly, too, Robert Parrish.
Ball's in play, gotta leave the same.
As soon as he played well against this New Jersey team last year.
As soon as the Chief sees that Buck Williams is going to guard him, boy, he says, this is going to be my night.
Williams looking to work on McHale now. Waits for Birdsong to come around.
Great switch out that time by Kevin McHale.
Technical foul is just whistled on Otis Birdsong, who was right in the ear of Jess Thompson all the way up the floor. I mean, in his ear.
Take a look at what he thought was a foul. Here's McHale right away after the pick, jumps out there. And boy, it looked like he had a piece of the ball. But that is what is known as anticipation, not an instant of hesitation for McHale to switch out.
It was funny because as Thompson came running up the floor, I mean, Birdsong was like stride for stride, and his mouth was about an inch away from Thompson's ear. 7:43 to go here in the third. Boston's opened it up again to 16. But first they have to defeat the Buffalo Sabres. Follow all the action on Tuesday, April 1st at 7:15 p.m. as the Whalers try to eliminate Buffalo. Only here on Sports Channel. That's April 1st, this Tuesday night.
And they have been a hot club, the Hartford Whalers.
Yeah, they really have. Making a serious run at the playoffs. Serious run. DJ Birdsong kind of in a stalemate. Danny's the open man.
And wide open. And Dennis Johnson knew it. No fast break opportunities for the Nets here in this quarter. They're having to go more and more to their set offense.
Sure are. Which is not too mysterious here from the Celtics. DJ off to McHale. That's a good pass. It'll count and foul. A tough pass, but a good one by Dennis Johnson.
Bird just puts his hand up. Jaminski, poor pass. And DJ comes up with the ball and looks to see if his wing is covered. And then just measures where he can get the ball to McHale. A nice, strong layup by Kevin McHale.
6 assists for Dennis Johnson in the game to go along with his 10 points. About 5 rebounds. McHale completes the three-point play. He has 16. And the Celtics are starting to stretch this out a bit again. Understatement.
Good defense.
Buck Williams powers up for 2.
Well, somehow or other, Dennis Johnson ended up on Buck Williams.
Ainge tried to dump it off to Walton. Birdsong got it ahead to Cook. Cook will take it in for 2.
And Ainge very upset with himself for that turnover.
17-point Celtic lead as we approach the halfway point here of the third quarter. Celtics are really spread out as they isolate from McHale. And a foul. Maybe 2, and McHale will be at the line. Cook will pick it up on the reach-in.
Only made his move to go down and double on Kevin when Kevin turned around to look to square up to the hoop.
Too late?
No, but they're trying to vary it. You know, as soon as they go down on the reception of the ball, it's much easier for the Celtic big guy to read the defense. It's those sneaky little doubles that happen either as you're putting the ball on the floor or when you turn around and look at the hoop. That causes the problem sometimes.
Boston by 18. Led by 14 after 1. New Jersey made a run to get it to 10 at the half after the Celtics were up as high as 22. Dennis Johnson's going to pick up that foul.
It's about time I got a foul on a jump shot. I mean, they're clobbering me here.
Fouls a little more frequent here in the third quarter than they were in the first half.
Otis Birdsong has 2 shots.
Well, this is an adventure for this kid. Oh.
43% shooter against the Celtics last year at the line. Look at that. He's 55 on the season.
I mean, that's atrocious. With an outside shooter, there's something mental about that situation. The psychology of shooting foul shots for this kid is gone. He doesn't believe in himself or something.
Bird off to McHale. Made up his mind halfway through that one. 19 now for Kevin. 4 of 4 shooting from McHale here in the third quarter. Buck Williams. Zeminski could follow, and the fouls on McHale as he tried to help out. And technical fouls going on Dave Wohl over on the New Jersey bench.
Is that fire in the eye? Wow.
We're going to walk the other way and shoot him first. Bill Walton going over to chat with Casey Jones. He's not coming out of the game. And Larry continues his streak at the free throw line. And he's got 29 points now in the afternoon. Bird now the 4th leading scorer in the NBA at 26.3 a game. Dantley, Wilkins, and English are all right around the 29-point mark. Real battle there for the leading scorer in the league.
So what?
Yeah, well, you know.
That's my opinion of the top scorer.
No, but I mean, with the exception of maybe the Hawks. Well, the Denver's playing well. I mean, that's something for those fellas to kind of like fight out amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Keep their season interesting.
Larry Bird is one of the few Celtic players that have been on winning teams that has ever been up that high in the top 10 scorers. Very rarely has there been a Celtic in the top 10.
There's any doubt Larry could lead the league in scoring if he wanted to just concentrate on it for a season. Bird trying to keep that in play. Nets will get it back.
Danny Ainge had to rush that shot. When he can sight the basket, get his rhythm together, he invariably makes them.
Mickey Johnson deep in the corner for 2.
Johnson from Otis Birdsong.
Nice range for 6'10"
I'll
forward.
tell you, I'd be playing Mickey Johnson ahead of Albert King against Larry Bird. Mickey goes out, he rebounds, and
Bird has got Bird song on him. Strom just looked and smiled at Bird. No contact, he said. Buck Williams goes it out of bounds the other way.
It was Birdsong threw the ball when Buck was looking to turn around and get back in on the board, thinking that Birdsong was going to use the pull-up jump shot. Little miscommunication.
Slapped away by Cook, who has very quick hands, and blocked by Walton, but a foul is called. Bill had measured that for about 8 or 10 steps. I mean, he knew exactly what he was going to do.
I'd say Darwin Cook tried to foul him up a little bit, took it to one side and then reversed it. But this is determination by a big guy. Look at him put his head down and just go after him. That was a close one.
Cook misses the third foul on Bill Walton, the 4th on the Celtics here in the third quarter. Cook is 10th in the league in steals per game.
Darwin Cook. I wonder how he got that first name, Darwin. That's kind of an unusual first name.
It is. Bird outside. 31 for Larry.
Ho-ho, Toto.
16-point Boston lead. 4 minutes now to go here in the third. Birdsong behind the Jaminski pick, and he nails it.
Makes me say, more of that. Come off me more. I'll get you free.
DJ deep in the corner. Kale, good follow.
Stepped right in front of Jaminski. I mean, that's aggressive offensive rebounding.
Kevin has 10 points on 5 for 5 shooting here in the third. Interesting series of fakes there by Jaminski. Served the purpose.
Well,
It looked like he was in a rocking chair there.
Looked to me like it should have gone one more pass because Mickey Johnson was absolutely open. It's the team concept that sometimes in losing teams is not evident.
Walt wants it. Can't hit off the glass. Kale slaps it away. It'll be New Jersey ball.
You know, ever since McHale came back to the lineup, he's not been as big a part of the offense as he was before the injury. You know, he was getting about 20 shots a game or thereabouts.
Birdsong for 2 more. Birdsong's having a big night. 18 points. Came in averaging 15 a game. And the Nets crawl back to within 12 again.
Yeah, spunky. I like Mickey Johnson. Keep him out on the court there. And Albert King, they paid an awful lot of money for him, and that's one owner saying, you got to play the guy we paid.
Boston ball.
And Mickey Johnson mad at himself for doing that, and so is Davey Wall saying, let's get back in that little room and huddle again.
2:23 to play in the third. Celtics by 14.
The Peugeot Grand Prix.
You got it. Used to be. You were the man with the Italian soccer a couple of years ago.
Right.
I couldn't handle that one.
Right.
French I can handle. Walton wants the ball. Looking inside for Bird. Quick shot by Danny. Tough angle. And the foul was called. Jess Thompson did not want to call the foul until Mickey Johnson went down. Then he called it. That was a good example, Tom, of the old no harm, no foul, and then the harm came and he blew the whistle.
Yeah, he was about to lose the ball out of bounds, so the whistle blew.
Do you like that? You like officials to be like that?
Pretty much.
Let the bump go.
Well, unless you're in the scoring position, you know, when you're down inside. That's where that philosophy gets carried to its ultimate, you know, and more often than not, they let you foul the man without, and the guy doesn't score. You know, the foul really has an impact. All you need is a little bump underneath there. Throw off balance.
Nice spin move by Dennis Johnson, and he rolls it in. First points of the third quarter for DJ, who has a dozen. It's taking their time in their half-court set here. Birdsong's the cutter. Nice move.
Nice pass from Mickey Johnson, too.
Birdsong now the leading New Jersey scorer with 20.
You know, it's funny how the politics of the team works, too. You know, Mickey Johnson is really a heck of a player, in my opinion. When they signed an Albert King to a big, big contract, the owner's sitting there saying, why isn't the coach playing him more? Mickey Johnson is saying, I'm better than him. And then you end up with a morale problem.
We started this quarter with the Celtics up 10. The lead is back down to 11. Casey's going to take a little time out here. 1:03 to play in the third quarter. The Nets again refusing to go away in this ball game, and they trailed 92-81. Let's take a look at these last two baskets here.
I mean, Mickey Johnson now almost loses the ball here. Nice cut by Birdsong. Eludes DJ. Walton doesn't get over there quite quick enough and has to turn him free on the board. Beautiful heads-up play by Mickey Johnson. And here comes another one. Fast breaks, fast breaks, fast breaks. Don't take this team for granted, the Nets, because they can make them back quickly with that fast break style.
Aren't they looking at either Philly or Milwaukee in the playoffs? Let's not talk about Milwaukee. Let's talk about Philly. They got a shot against Philly, you think?
Well, without Darryl Dawkins, I'm not so sure, but we're not quite sure whether Moses Malone is going to play for Philadelphia either. Suffered a fractured eye socket and is supposed to be out for the remainder of the season. Whether that includes the playoffs, I would assume it does. And I'd have to pick the New Jersey Nets in that case over the Sixers.
All right, right, racing from Suffolk Downs will not be seen tonight due to the holiday. The track will resume its racing schedule on Monday, March 31st, and that'll be at 7:30. So no racing from Suffolk Downs tonight. It'll be coming up on Monday night at 7:30. So you would like the Nets to be filled.
Yep. As they're constituted right now, I think without Moses Malone, they got real problems. Clem Johnson is nowhere near as effective a center as Mike Jerminski is. And I think they don't have any backup center if Moses goes down and Clem has to start. Who's going to be the backup center? At least the Nets have Turner, who's been trained into the role for a while.
Yep, there he is right there coming into the ball game. The New Jersey bench has outscored Boston 22-2 this afternoon. The only 2 points off the Boston bench coming from Bill Walton.
Mickey Johnson came off the bench, and so did Darwin Cook. So that's pretty good.
Foul's going to go on Mickey Johnson, who doesn't like the call. He thought Bill Walton took him down, and Earl Strom said, nope, other way.
How long do I have to endure these type of things? Mickey Johnson was just saying, Earl Strom, I've been around 11 years. This man has really made his mark in Boston. That was really a tribute the other night. After the starting performance, he was lifted from the game in the fourth quarter, and boy, these fans here at the Boston Garden just gave him a resounding hand and applause of approval. And wow, terrific.
I don't think anybody is going to challenge Larry Bird for popularity in Boston, but Bill's going to wage a serious battle on second place. Fans really like him.
Jeff Turner is a real fine outside shooter. He doesn't have the inside game, but they may be able to do something with that in the playoffs.
Winding down the third quarter, DJ counted a foul.
DJ says, I can play in his low post, Otis. Lewis Birdsong, a pretty good defensive player. And there's Mickey Johnson stopping Bird. And here's DJ getting good position on Otis. Lifts him. That is one of the tough areas to play defense in, down in that low post. Because a man, if he lifts you, gets you leaning just the least little bit, you're out of the play. You really have to know who you're playing against down there. His moves and anticipate.
Celtics going to get the ball back with about 10 seconds, maybe more. Birdsong shot out of bounds. New Jersey will have a chance to finish. They take the final shot of the quarter. They're down 13, 6:83. Cook just walking around. 10 seconds now on the clock. Have to use a corner pick. Mickey Johnson with 4. Let's go down. Walton the rebound to DJ. Dennis turns. Had the line on that one, just short. We have played 3 at the Garden. The Celtics have added 3 points for their halftime lead. 96 for Boston, 83 for the Nets. Welcome back to the Garden, everybody. Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn. We've got 12 minutes of basketball left here on an Easter Sunday. As you see, shots are now even. At least shots taken are even at 72 apiece. Boston a slight edge in shooting. Slight advantage at the free throw line. New Jersey doing a nice job on the boards, out rebounding the Celtics by 1. And New Jersey taking pretty good care of the basketball, Tom, after about 5. I think they had 6 turnovers in that first quarter, so they've only turned it over 3 times in the second and third.
And Casey Jones has not used his bench as liberally as he has in prior games. The only real substitutions for significant minutes has been Walton.
Good point. He's in there now for McHale. Jerminski, jump hook. Takes its time, it goes.
Parrish is zeroing in on that jump hook, too. He knows Jerminski, when he gets to that side of the court, is looking for that jump hook.
Parrish out high this time. Watches and finds DJ the cutter. Danny can't get it to go down. Good strong rebound, Mickey Johnson, who handles the ball well on the break himself. Third. Draws a foul from Bill Walton.
Mickey Johnson is a fast break player. Anybody been able to harness that enthusiasm that he brings and downright nastiness. Yeah. He's out on the court. He's been able to get a lot of good basketball out of Mickey Johnson.
Ball's in play. Got to leave his hand.
3 out of 5 shooting for Mickey Johnson at the line so far in the game. And it's a 9-point game. It's as close as the Nets have been since the first quarter.
Watch out, Celtics.
Won't go down. Jaminski the rebound. New Jersey can get to 7.
Nice defensive rebound that time by Jaminski.
Kelvin Ramsey. Turner now looks for Johnson, the cutter. Got the basket and a foul. Nice play by the kid.
He's playing power forward, and with that extra beef and the outside shot, Bill Walton has to respect that. And you're going to see Jaminski now really block out beautifully. Robert Parrish just carved out the space for himself. And you watch up the other end. Bill Walton gets caught leaning and allows Turner to put some speed on Walton and take it strong with the left hand, his natural hand.
There's a 5th foul on Bill Walton, who goes to the bench, and Kevin McHale comes in. Turner missed the free throw. He's got 11 points on the afternoon. This is as close as it's been since the score was 14-8.
And this looks like a pretty solid unit they have out there, these Nets.
Bird.
They elect to let Mickey Johnson play him one-on-one, which is, as we all know, one tough assignment.
Mickey Johnson, a hook shot. DJ's there. Battles with Mickey Johnson. It'll be Boston ball. Mickey hung in there.
Could have been a foul, too.
Yeah, could have been.
There's DJ, but Mickey Johnson said, it's my ball, too, pal. And there he is, and DJ falls over the top. Wow. No foul.
Seasting is in now for Danny Ainge. Clear out again. Ramsey comes on the double team. That leaves Jerry open. Johnson over Dennis.
You know, there's so much more confidence when a big guy posts up a little guy. He knows that the little guy is not even going to get close to the ball. Mickey Johnson said, DJ guarding him, easy too.
Bird had it slapped away as he went through, goes to the floor for it. And the foul, I believe, is going to be on Ramsey over the top of Bird. I have not seen, in the 30-odd games we've done this year, too many loose balls on the floor get away from Larry Bird.
Has a spin move to the middle this time. Last time he spun to the baseline. Doesn't happen. Bird still scrambling for the ball.
Yeah. Not about to let that get away. McHale leans in, gets it on Turner, and draws the foul.
That little move there ought to really do a tune on Jeff Turner's head. And he had him played for the fall-away jumper, the move to the baseline. A little fake just created enough room for Kevin to slide by and scoop it underneath.
Celtics get it back up to a dozen as we approach the 9-minute mark in the game. Ramsey will fire.
Ramsey will fire a lot.
Really quiet in this one, though. Just 4 points. Buck Williams is getting back up off the bench, and that pass is picked off, stolen back by DJ, who hurt his right hand doing it, and popped the finger. And it's knocked away by Birdsong out of bounds. DJ holding his right hand. There he is. Going to shake it off, I think. He's got a couple of fingers taped together, as you can see. Robert looking for a little help and then retreats.
Albert King is just laying his body all over Larry Bird.
DJ, a couple of fakes. Bird's there. Nice.
What a rebound. Just held his man, Albert King, underneath the hoop.
And the Nets are going to take a timeout. 8:06 left to go in the game. Boston by a dozen. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Garden, everybody. As you can see, the Celtics have picked up their shooting here in the fourth quarter. So have the Nets. They're just not shooting it too much. 4 minutes gone. 3 shots. You want a few more than that, don't you, Dick?
Well, I got those at timeout.
King outside. Tries to go back. Gets it. Here's Buck Williams and Bird. Buck Williams kept it alive, and it'll be New Jersey ball. Credit Buck Williams with keeping New Jersey's possession there.
I'll tell you, he really scraps.
Kelvin Ramsey hits another one. Parrish. And the foul is going to go on Jaminski.
Now, Robert Parrish taking a page out of the book of the Nets. Just took off up the court. Larry Bird, ever alert to the fact that Parrish will run against his opposition. That pass was right on the money, and Jaminski is not the swiftest of foot. And Parrish feels he can beat him up the court.
Robert has yet to score a point here in the second half. Here's one. Nets with 7:30 to go have a chance to get this down into single figures again. Boston has dominated all the way, but the Nets have been hanging around. And it's a 9-point game. 20 points in the afternoon from Mike Jaminski. Seasting penetrates on the baseline. Kevin too long with the jumper. Parrish clears. Robert had a thought of going right at Jaminski. Now he's looking for a cutter. Finds McHale. Nifty pass by Parrish, but Kevin couldn't put it down. Up quickly Birdsong. Albert King gets the basket.
Well, with King on the wing right now, they've got a speed advantage. I think Davey Wall, that's the ace of spades up his sleeve. A little speed in the fourth quarter.
Blocked by Jaminski on Bird. Chance for the Nets to get to 5. Ramsey won't go down. McHale the rebound. Up to Seasting at half court. Ahead to Parrish. And the foul will go on Albert King, who just wrapped him up.
Now that should be a deliberate foul, and Casey Jones is up off the bench. He was behind the man.
And you see Case.
Still arguing, and Earl Strom is telling Casey that he had the ball. Looked like he had nothing but 0.
Yeah, sure did.
And a deliberate foul rule would have given Robert the 2 free throws and the Celtics possession of the ball. Now you watch. Look at that hold there. Come on now. That's not deliberate. What is?
Chief got them both.
You know, there are people that say there's too much of a penalty on that deliberate foul rule and that the officials won't call it. That was a perfect illustration of that point.
Bird got a hand on the pass.
A deliberate foul. Other people felt that the penalty ought to be 3 chances to make 2. It's not as severe as giving the team the 2 shots and then possession of the ball. And the official would be more prone to call that.
Birdsong, tough shot, won't go down. There's Williams again on the board. Dribble.
He wants a foul underneath, and Mickey Johnson does too.
King again is all over Bird. Rebound out to Darwin Cook. 3-on-2 New Jersey break.
4-on-2.
Trying to force the shot a bit, but he picked up a foul from Seasting.
Larry is a team really not knowing what they have. You know, they got out there fast. They had a 4-on-2, and Cook was not in complete control over what to do on that situation. He should have just waited for the fourth man up the trailer, slipped it to him, and it would have been a layup. And that's what Davey Wall is telling him right now.
Come on, let's get a blue.
The guy's got to hold that ball up, keep it in the middle. It ended up the ball on the side. It never got back to the middle to create maximum pressure on the two-man defense.
Cook hits the first of 2. He's got 8 points on the afternoon.
Those are the type of things that Michael Ray Richardson used to do so well. Read the defense on fast break situations. Watch out, gang.
7-point game.
Hold the hand.
Seasting, quick pull-up. Goes. They had the shot and took it. And Dave Wohl calling a play off the New Jersey bench. 5:10 left to go in the game. Boston by 9. Albert King.
Tell old Albert's got the green light to shoot the ball.
Was that the play we just had?
That was the play, I guess, huh? Get the ball to Albert and let him fire.
Again, King and Bird are really going at each other top of the screen. Bird is trying to get him to clear out. Cook comes on the double. Larry sneaks through. Is short with it.
Well, that was a good double on the dribble.
That's a walk. After letting a few opportunities go by here. 12 turnovers now in New Jersey.
Davey Wohl very upset with Albert King that time.
Mickey Johnson is up off the bench. Bird is like pointing out to Jess Thompson, top of his screen, what's going on with Albert King.
Foul is going to be on Larry Bird.
Celtics not over the limit. Third personal, as you see on Larry. The Nets will inbound. Mickey Johnson's coming in. Albert King's going out.
I think that's a wise substitution because Albert King had nothing but the net in view instead of the team concept. Lost him potentially 4 points. One bad shot and a walk. Good thing Mickey Johnson has been doing is putting the ball on the floor.
Buck Williams can't get it to go down. Stays with it. Kaminsky this time. And he got it.
Mickey Johnson has been able to put the ball on the floor against Larry Bird and penetrate and create either easy passes to baskets or good offensive rebounding opportunities for the Nets.
DJ. Rebound and Cook.
Excellent defense that time by the Nets.
Bird song. 24 for Otis Birdsong. It's a 5-point game. 110-105.
The interior defense of the Nets has stiffened.
The Celtic home court streak as threatened as we have seen it here in the past couple of weeks. Bird the up fake. And what do we got? Foul is called. And Larry will be at the line. A hand from the crowd who was wondering if anything was going to be blown Boston's way here. Nets are over the limit.
Mickey Johnson just crowded Bird too much that far out on the court. And Bird, alert to the potential of using some speed against Johnson, just wheeled off to the baseline. I tell you, he takes advantage of everything.
First one Larry has missed in about 40. 37 straight, I believe, coming into today, so he's up around 44. Birdsong, tough move.
I tell you, he got by his shooting hand side, took it strong to the hoop, and McHale, before he saw what happened, there was Birdsong making a shot.
DJ wants it. Won't go down. Mickey Johnson tracks it down. Ahead too far for Cook. And Dave Wall turns around and claps his hands and points to Mickey Johnson. Made the right play. Just didn't work out right.
Right play, wrong pass.
2:36 to go in the game. It's down to 4.
When a team in the fourth quarter that likes to use offensive pressure basketball gets a rebound, they count on getting a speed advantage on you and beating your big men up the floor. That time, McHale, the only man in the picture, has ceasing gambled on the outlet and lost the gamble. Now watch Birdsong just get by Dennis Johnson. McHale over there to help out, but still Otis had his shooting hand free.
All right, Boston ball back live. 2:30 to go in the game. The Celtics by 4. Bird wants it. The Nets can get to 2.
And something's happened to McHale. And
Mickey Johnson too. I think they might have cracked knees. I think they might have cracked knees. I can't, because Mickey Johnson's got the same problem.
yeah, it's the kneecap on Kevin McHale. I was hopeful. Let's see the replay and see what happens. There's McHale coming in.
Yep. That's exactly what they did. They cracked knees right there.
Knees, and there's Kevin just not until we gained possession, or they gained possession, and McHale was limping up the court, and Mickey Johnson is hurt. So nothing happened. The sting is gone. Back to playing ball.
Yep, both of them stay in. Johnson to inbound. 2:19 to go. The Nets can get to a hoop. The Celtics 26 straight wins at home. The streak is on the line now. In a 2-minute game, Boston's up 4. New Jersey's got the ball.
Drama, Mike. Drama.
Been seeking some here these past few weeks, haven't we? Birdsong. Mickey Johnson will try it. Air ball. Parrish has got it. 2 of the game. Big trip for the Celtics here if they can get a hoop. New Jersey not a good three-point shooting club. Larry will take it. Yes.
Mickey Johnson backed off, and Bird accommodated.
On an Easter Sunday, Larry has got 40 and has just set a Celtic record against the New Jersey Nets for most points scored. 1:42 to go in the game. Nets want a timeout. Boston is up by a half dozen. Larry Bird broke Larry Bird's record of most points against the Nets. Easy on the typist.
Now you watch Mickey Johnson on this. He has to pop out behind the pick. He races out, and he's got his right foot out and not his left hand. All right? He puts his right hand up, and that is like a shooting window, a window to shoot through. If he had had his left hand up, he might have been able to bother Bird. That was his best chance, but Bird, plenty of room to get that shot off.
6th time this year that Larry has had 40 or more in a game, the 20th in his career.
Oh, yes. It's an Easter Sunday.
256, I think, consecutive sellouts here at the Garden.
Everybody after this game will probably be heading down to the Quincy market and see what the other people are wearing for the day besides the green.
It's a nice idea.
I'll tell you, though, the Nets, with this style of play,
They showed me a lot here today. They still may show me more, too, before we're through.
Eventually may turn into a heck of a basketball team. They lost their prime ball handler. That hurt them a few times. And particularly that long pass by Mickey Johnson to Darwin Cook, I think it was, way over the mark, would have been very, very helpful. But don't count these guys out.
Albert King jumper and Albert King travel sure hurt.
That hurt, too.
All right, let's see what the Nets are going to go to here.
It's one-by-one mistakes that add up to the big L.
Williams will take it inside. Won't go down. Rebound. Parrish. Foul call.
What a terrific rebound over Mickey Johnson, who had the inside position. Now look at Parrish just come right over the top of Mickey Johnson and pull it down and then fight off the hordes. Get out of my way.
Third personal, as you see, on Mickey Johnson. It won't matter too much down the stretch here. Chief is going to have a couple.
I like it.
For Robert Parrish. Boston's lead is now 8. Danny Ainge is called for a foul off the ball.
Why did he see that?
What?
Side of the court.
Buck Williams, quick turnaround, won't go down. Kaminsky the rebound this time, and he hits a little jump hook.
Buck Williams that time jumped and never got his shoulder squared to the basket. And McHale didn't even have to get his hand up.
24 points out of Mike Kaminsky. Quite a fine game.
Oh, solid player, I'm telling you.
Chief. No foul is called. It's going to be Boston ball.
Robert Parrish. I mean, that's expressive for Robert, okay? Wonderment. All right, that is expressive. And there's some more expressiveness. Like Casey Jones.
Otis Birdsong hurt himself trying to cover DJ there. Dennis will take it behind the Parrish screen. 17 for DJ. And the Nets want a timeout with 53 seconds to go in this one. And Boston leading by 8.
Well, the Celtics hit some key outside shots, Mike. Bird, and now that one by DJ. And it didn't look like, you know, that Parrish move to the hoop. Certainly should have put Parrish on the foul line again. But
he got 2 out of the trip and got a few more seconds off the clock, which I think they'll take in exchange. 40 points for Larry Bird to lead all scorers, 24 for McHale. We're going to take a look at the shot by Dennis Johnson here. 19 for Parrish and 17 for number 3.
Now watch Parrish just set this pick on Otis Birdsong. And Otis got one in the chest. Get an elbow in the chest.
Robert made sure it was a long trip around that pitch, didn't he?
You are going to fight below the pick. You are going to contend with me. I'm going to put my arms up, and you'll have to run around my arms.
Now you see the front court scoring of the Celtics, 86-68 over New Jersey. No real surprise there.
You know, when McHale guards Buck Williams, and Buck gets the ball in the low post, McHale is such a good defensive player. And I think Buck is a little intimidated. He feels that he has to get an extra amount of leaping ability going in order to get over McHale's long arms. And he's really forcing shots down here. There's not a natural flow to what he's doing in that low post. And they need some low post points. Jaminski is not a great low post player that's going to get you all those points out of that position all the time. And normally Buck Williams will contribute minorly in that low post department. Not this afternoon, however. Albert King back in for Mickey Johnson.
Buck Williams to inbound. Comes to Jaminski. I think they're going for 3. Albert King takes it quickly.
Oh, I tell you, Albert King didn't even look at the basket before he shot the ball.
Cook got the follow. DJ with some open floor in front of him. Gets away from the double team. It's going to have to be a serious foul to be called here today. The crowd wants Larry to shoot it. Parrish. Darwin Cook knocks one home for 3. 5-point game with 17 seconds left, and Albert King fouls Danny Ainge in the backcourt.
Foul is on number 55, Albert King. His third personal foul.
Dave Wohl is about to suffer a defeat here. 3 times in NBA history, a team has won more than 27 straight at home over a 2-season span. Philly, Minneapolis, and Seattle did it. Celtics are about to tie the record set by those Minneapolis Lakers back in 49 and 50 with their 27th straight win at home. Cook again for 3. Cook will try again for 3.
Lloyd 3, hoping to get fouled. Kick those legs out there.
And Ainge is fouled immediately by Cook in the backcourt with 3 seconds to go in the game. 120 to 117 the score. Boston by 3, and Ainge will be back at the line. Only 2 current NBA players were born when the Minneapolis Lakers set that streak back in the 49-50 season.
Who's that?
Irving and Jabbar.
Is that right?
And you were a sophomore at St. Michael's High School in Union City, New Jersey.
Gee, that's going way back.
Casey Jones was a year older than you. He was a junior out of Commerce High School in San Francisco. And Red Auerbach was coaching at Tri-Cities. How about that? Let's throw it away. Down 5 with a second on the clock. And that is going to do it. Boston. 27 straight now at home, tying the Lakers of the 49-50 season for the best record in a row at home. We'll be back in just a minute. 122-117 the final.